Hi, my name is Anna. I'm going to be your student clinician today. What's your name?
Kristen.
Nice to meet you. All right, what brings you in today?
I've got some shoulder pain and some low back pain on the right hand side.
Can you point exactly where it is?
It's like right here,
Okay.
right in like the inside of my shoulder blade.
Mm-hmm.
Low back, like right in this region, tends to like shoot down my leg, especially right here.
What makes it better or worse?
Hot showers make it better. Stretching, yoga, worse sitting for long periods of time or doing anything in that direction with my arm.
Okay.
It's really tingling down.
It radiates down your arm sometimes too?
Down to these 3 fingers.
Okay. Mainly when you do this?
Yes.
Okay. So on a scale of 1 to 10, or scale of 0 to 10, 0 being no pain, 10 being the most excruciating pain you felt in your life. What's your pain scale?
I'm at like a 6 in my shoulder right now, and then like a 3 in my low back.
When's it the worst?
Stress. Anytime before I'm
We're in
sitting
a
down for
doctorate
a
program.
test.
We're in a doctorate program.
Exactly.
It's part of
So as soon as I sit down to study, test, practice, review, revise, show up for class on time.
Is it worse when you wake up in the middle of the night?
First thing in the morning, it hurts a lot. Usually it's the first thing I notice when I wake up. Middle of the night, it'll wake me up out of my sleep.
Which one wakes you up out of your sleep?
Shoulder. This is all shoulder. Pelvis, usually if I'm sleeping, I can just kind of rotate and I go back to sleep. Shoulder, I'll wake up and I'll realize like my entire arm is shooting pain or my entire arm is numb, but it's like on fire right here.
Oof.
And then I'll have to like get up, stretch out, not disturb anybody else. And then try to just really stretch out my traps, my shoulders, my rhomboids, all that.
So stretching does alleviate some of the pain?
A little bit, just enough to make it so that I can sleep.
Okay. Do you take any medications, over the counter or prescription, to help?
Aleve
helps the best. It's fine. Let's see. You did say that you have seen a chiropractor before.
Yes.
Have you not been able to see one recently?
No, I haven't had a regular chiropractor since 2016. I had one in New York, and I saw him like 3 or 4 times a week.
So regular chiropractic adjustments have alleviated your symptoms. This is sort of an ongoing chronic pain.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the shoulder pain started when I was like really, really little. I remember telling my mom that my wings hurt. And anytime I had to wear a book bag to school, I love to read, I love to write. I always had a book bag full of books. And so anytime I would take it off, I would just have pain in that region, like the whole day. And I would tell her, but moms, little kids.
I mean, being a 90s kid, I remember having a book bag too. It was always loaded.
Those textbooks were like this big and this thick, and you had to take all of them home to do your homework that night.
I know. Now, let's see about your posture. What's your posture like normally? Sit like you normally would.
So normally, if I'm just not paying attention, I'm here. If I'm paying attention to my posture, then I try to literally like put something behind my back, get some support. If I'm working at my computer, I have a standing desk. So I'll either be sitting at the seat in bad posture, or I'll rotate to good posture and then typically stand up and like do a wide leg stance or something.
So if you self-correct your posture.
Yep, throughout the day. Have to.
Okay. So there's a few tests that I want to run on you. 1 would be an 8-point check. 2 would be a sacrotuberous ligament check.
Okay.
Since you did say that you do have pain with sitting for a long period of time.
Yeah.
In your initial statement. Another thing that you said is you felt more of it into your neck sometimes too.
Oh yeah.
So what I want to do is I want to do a cervical quick scan and then go into rotation with moving your head from side to side.
Okay.
Just to see what motion's there and what's not there. Okay. Would you mind standing up for me so I can do our 8-point check?
Sure.
Back up. Alright, so I'm going to need you to face that way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to touch your lower back. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm going to tell you what leg to raise, okay?
Okay. How do you want me to raise it?
I need you to raise it 90 degrees.
Okay.
And we'll be good, okay?
Okay.
This one first. Okay. Don't worry, I got you.
Yeah, this is a wobbly.
It's okay. Newborn deer wobble too.
Uh-huh.
All right, this one. And this one. You have a little bit more mobility on this side. All right, so I'm gonna need you to do this leg and this leg, and I'm gonna switch sides, and I'm gonna need you to do it again on this leg and here. You good?
Yes.
All right. So you have a little bit more mobility on your lower left part of your hip, but your right side is a little bit more fixated than that lower left.
Okay.
So the next one that I'm going to need you to do is the sacrospinous. So you're going to put your hand on your butt, on your sit bone.
Okay.
Wherever you feel that bone in your butt, that's where I'm going to put my hand.
Okay.
But I'm going to replace it with your hand with mine.
Okay.
And then I'm going to lean you to one side, opposite of where I'm putting my hand, okay?
Okay.
Which side hurts the most?
The right side.
Right side hurts the most?
Yes.
All right. So if you'll put your hand under your left or your right buttock. All right. All right. You ready?
Yep.
All right. Lift. All right. And I'm going to need you to slump a little bit.
Okay.
And I'm going to... Okay.
It almost feels nice.
Okay?
Yes.
Okay. So it was a little bit tight.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't move like it should.
Yeah.
So it felt a little tight
Yeah.
compared to the left side. Okay. Next part is going to be from neck up.
Okay.
So basically I'm going to be holding your forehead and I'm going to be doing this motion right here.
Okay.
Relax a little bit for me. You good?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Can they see us? I don't think they can see us.
It's fine. I'll adjust it. There we go. Okay, so back to this. Here we go. Alright,
That
ready?
is definitely tender.
Okay. Well, let me know if it hurts, okay?
I will.
Definitely have more mobility in your upper neck than your lower neck. It's down here is real tight.
That what you just touched is what
Right
hurts.
here?
Yeah, that's like I literally just felt that shoot
When I
down.
touched right here, it
I
radiated
felt
down
it
your arm.
right here and then down to my fingers.
Just these three?
Just those three, yeah.
Not these.
Nope, not those.
Okay. Alright. Next one I'm going to do is I'm going to lean your head left or right. Or
Okay.
actually, I'm going to rotate you left or right, okay?
Okay.
And it felt in your lower cervical
Mm-hmm.
that you had a little bit more of a fixation. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let me know if it hurts.
The end of both of those was uncomfortable right here.
Right here.
Yeah, like right there. The end of the left motion and the end of the right motion.
I felt right in here.
Yeah.
It didn't want to rotate there.
Yes.
You okay?
That is uncomfortable. I don't know what it is, but
Okay. We're going to do one more motion if that's okay with you, okay?
yes. That is weird that I can feel it down here.
It's right there on that nerve. Are you okay to continue?
Yes.
Okay. Don't do it just for me, just for
No,
the video, okay?
I'm doing it for me. I would feel better.
Okay. All right. So let me just lean your head this way.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me when it hurts, or if it hurts.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Right there.
Yeah.
Does it hurt right in here?
Yeah. On that
Okay.
right side, and like it felt like kind of just to the right of what you were touching.
Or
Like,
what was the
just to the
sensation
right
that
of
you
that.
felt? Was it a shooting pain? Was it a pinch?
It felt like somebody shocked me with like one of those little mini electric tasers.
Ooh.
And then that just like shot down my arm, and I'm like, ow.
Ooh.
Like, don't gotta zap me.
All right. So let me see what your actual shoulder does when I move it versus when you move it.
Okay.
Okay. So can I see this arm?
Yeah.
All right. What I'm going to need you to do is just relax and let me do the work. How's it feel?
A little bit of burning, like right under where your hand was, right in here.
Right here.
Yeah.
Right
Right.
the rotator cuff.
Right in there.
And what about right here?
Same spot.
more in the shoulder than up the neck?
It's more in the shoulder. That was like right. It felt like right in here. You went in with like a brand or something and just started burning it.
Try and move it just yourself.
All right. So here it hurts like somebody punched me in the shoulder. Ow. That it feels almost like the joint hurts in addition to the muscles. But as I do this, I'm feeling that shooting pain start in my arm and like go down to those fingers again.
Now how about your hip? How long does it take for it to start hurting when you sit?
About 30 minutes. Like right now it's just uncomfortable. I can feel it. Like
what exactly do you feel?
it feels like the muscles are really tight and seized.
Just
Like really, really
little
like
rocks?
rock. And then, I mean, it happens more around my cycle, truthfully. It feels like it's just this giant rock right there and nothing moves.
how long has it been since your last cycle?
I'm in week 2.
2 weeks out?
So, 8 days.
8 days?
Okay.
Now, what do you expect from your chiropractic care with me?
Can you make my shoulder feel better so I can work out again and do like weight training? Because I kind of miss being able to lift weights and look, I'm all flaccid.
Okay. So as far as previous chiropractic care, what have they done that has helped alleviate the symptoms that you seem to chronically have?
Yeah. So they were doing a lot of adjustment down here to try to help that pain in my leg and like the sciatic nerve pain and all that.
Did they have you more on your side when they did the adjustment?
Yeah,
or did they
definitely.
have you laying down and use like a little device called an activator?
They had me more on my side, and typically the majority of the adjustment was done on my side, and then they would have me switch to laying on my stomach and do anything in like mid back. But it wasn't a lot of mid back manipulation. More so like they gave me a TENS unit, and then they would set those in place. And then they would put the hot blanket over it, and they would leave me there for like 30 minutes with the TENS
So they
unit on.
basically use modalities to loosen up your muscular
Yes.
structure.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what did they do as far as your neck? Since you've had
Not
a little
much.
bit, not much.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I would like to try to do with you is a little bit of toggle with your neck. Another thing I like to do is side posture for your hip.
Okay.
To see if we can kind of pop it back to where it needs to be.
Okay.
Because I haven't done a actual assessment to see where your feet lie. So if you can stand up for me,
Mhm.
I can see what I can do with that.
Okay.
Okay. So on your left side, you are a little bit more in, but your right side, you're more externally rotated.
Okay.
So what that tells me is you have an AS EX kind of listing, which means, or IN listing, which means that your hip, say this is your hip,
Mm-hmm.
this one's kind of rotated like that a little bit.
Okay. That makes
So that might cause a little bit more tension on your sciatic nerve, is why you feel that pain while you're sitting.
Gotcha.
Also, your sacrotuberous ligament might be pulling that a little bit more than it should.
Okay.
So it also pulls that joint a little bit tighter, so it doesn't have the proper movement through where it needs to go.
Gotcha.
Now, as far as your cervical listing, it's not really tilted one way or the other. It's more or less basically your vertebrae or your spinous of your vertebrae is just turned to one side.
Okay.
And it's mostly just to your right side. So all we do is just knock it back.
Okay.
Do you have any other questions for our process leading forward?
Is stretching still good? Like
Yes, I want you to stretch. I want you to do yoga. I want you to do anything that alleviates the pain.
Okay.
Now, anything that causes you pain, stay back a little bit, but keep trying to do that better. Plus, come to your chiropractor visits.
Okay.
Now, within 10 visits, what is your goal?
I'd like to be able to do pull-ups again.
Okay.
Like I really miss being able to just do straight pull-ups, but with that shoulder pain and the radial pain down, like I feel like I can't support my body with my right arm.
Do you think possibly doing a little more arm stretches might help you?
Maybe.
Okay, we can work that into the program.
Okay.
But thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
You locked me out. Hi, welcome back. So, how did you feel about your 10 visits with us?
Really awesome.
All right. what worked for you and what didn't work for you?
So the stretches helped a lot, but honestly, I just feel great after my adjustment. Like, it's just nice to be able to go home and relax for a little bit.
Okay, that works for me. How's your hip feeling?
Feels really good. I don't have that numbness anymore, which is nice.
So you have the normal range of motion. You
Yes.
can externally rotate your leg without falling.
Yes,
Or-
it's nice. I don't wobble.
Or feeling that your hip was
working
not
too
supported.
hard. Yeah,
not
no.
supported by the muscles that normally support that movement.
Those extra stretches, especially like the stretching outboard and all of that, like really strengthening that muscle has helped a lot.
So as far as the course plan, did you feel like the cervical adjustments and the pelvic adjustments helped a lot more?
Yes, definitely.
And doing the modalities that your previous chiropractor did on your thoracic helped?
Did help, yes.
Okay. Now, as far as the pricing, was it average or normal?
Normal insurance is great, so.
Okay, so you roughly after insurance, how much did you pay?
About $20 a visit.
Okay, good. Because we do have affordable options. So if you can't afford it without insurance, we have it base rate at $30 a visit.
Okay.
So if you know anybody that wants to come in and have the same experience you did, please bring them in. I love word of mouth. I mostly love the sports chiropractic part of it. So if you have any athletes that are still trying to be athletes,
Yeah, we
bring
can
them in.
warriors.
Bring them in. I will take care of them. Now, as far as anything else that you'd like in your overall experience to change with us, do you have any suggestions?
So far so good. I like the ongoing care and how much actual interaction I'm getting. So, yeah, this is great.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in.